Okay, well, this is take two. Apparently, I guess anyway, whatever started wasn't good enough. Somehow my phone turned off. So, today it's going to be in the 40s all week. Winter's coming, as they say. The leaves are out there in a pile. I'm going to just chop those up into the grass. I'm not going to rake all of this mess. Today's readings come from, first reading comes from Revelation, the very beginning. John is saying how he witnessed Jesus, and now the angel comes and tells him to write this down, to write letters to the churches, the 7 churches, and he's writing to Ephesus saying, you all were doing good, you've been a good faithful church, you're suffering for God, so there must be some persecutions, and but you've lost your love. And if you don't get it back, I'm going to come there and, I don't know, I forget what he says. But they've lost their love. They've been doing right, Ephesus. They've lost their love. And in the Psalm, the verse that we repeat is from Revelation. I believe it's those who are victorious, I will feed them like from the tree of life. So if you persevere, if you make it to heaven and all, we have this reference to the tree of life. We all have to eat, so it's a good way for them to understand that they'll be fed. And then you get the beginning of Psalms, the book of Psalms, where it's blessed the man who doesn't hang out with the wicked, who listens to the counsel of the Lord. The wicked will be blown away like chaff. Then we're now in the Gospel of Luke 18. We're still in the Gospel of Luke. We're finally in 18, verses 35 to 43 or something. And it's the story of, it's the story of Jesus walking on the road to Jericho. And the blind man, is it Bartimaeus? Anyway, I think, whatever. Anyway, the blind man says, what's all the commotion? Because he can't see, because he's blind. And the crowd says, Jesus is coming. And so he starts yelling, Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me. Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me. They tell him, be quiet. And that only makes him scream louder. And Jesus hears them and says, bring him to me. What do you want me to do for you? Lord, I want my sight. He says, have your sight. Jesus tells him, have your sight. Your faith has saved you. So he gives him his sight, and everybody praises God because, well, Jesus has performed yet another miracle. So I was thinking about that today. And so we know Jesus did miracles, which the miracles brought people, and then they listened to the talk and to the preaching. Oftentimes they came to be healed. They came to see if they could be healed. I mean, imagine if you couldn't walk, if you couldn't hear, and then you have this hope. There's this rumor that this guy can heal you. So they came for the healing. And here's an example of where his faith has healed him. So, I mean, that makes sense. But we don't have Jesus today walking down the road to Jericho or the road to whatever main street where you're at. We don't have that. So we have miracles, but we don't get to see Jesus perform those miracles like like we did then. So maybe that makes it a little harder for us. And it made me think about my own faith and how I have faith, but how at times my faith wavers, or I need more faith. Lord, give us more faith. And it's hard. And I guess it would probably be easier if Jesus was walking here and I saw him personally do a miracle. But actually, I have seen him do miracles in a way. Well, I've seen him do many miracles, but not like healing the blind. But, I mean, I was away from the church. Dog, not that way. I was away from the church. And if you told me 30 years ago I'd be in the church, I would have said you're crazy. And so, I mean, I was lost and now I'm found. But still, my faith is weak. Our faith is weak. So, I guess, Lord, today I ask for all of us to give us faith. Give us faith, Lord. Give us all faith. Lots of birds flying. Lots of birds flying around in the woods. There's some big ones. You can't see that, but there's some activity going on over there, and there's vines, green vines.